What's going on, YouTube? Trucker Safe Heaven here again, coming at you with a new video. This time I am doing something different. I never done this before. I seen other people doing it. I thought it was a great idea, you know. Like, normally I idle my truck at night. I do have that system, you know, that with the batteries, and then when the batteries get low, then the engine kicks on to recharge those batteries. And if it is too hot, the engine also kicks on to cool down faster in here. So I do have that system on the truck, but still, you know, sometimes it depends how warm it is, especially down in Texas. My truck can probably idle 6 hours a night. That pretty much uses a gallon of fuel per hour. So 6 hours every night, that's 6 gallons of fuel. It's a lot. Besides that, I think the engine needs a break, you know, every now and then. And you've been driving all day, and now at night you're gonna be idle in the truck, then the engine doesn't get a break. You know, that oil gets dirtier because it's working more. Your engine wears out faster. So I thought it was a great idea, and I seen these guys. So let me show you what I have done in my truck. Hopefully, you know, this help y'all, and if it does, I'm glad that this can be some good information for you. You know, if you like the content, give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to subscribe, it's much appreciated. So let's get into this. This is the AC unit I purchased. This is how I keep it for now while I'm driving until I have a better idea. Keep it on the seat, and I just gotta figure out a way not to damage the seat under there. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Still in the setting up process, but this is my setup so far, and I'm about to show you. I'm parked for the night, and I'm gonna get this thing going. Temperature over here, it's somewhere in the 90s. It is 7 p.m. here in Texas. That's the brand, U-Home, and it does come with this control remote, very basic, but you just got the on, off, timer, temperature settings, up and down, fan speeds. I still don't know what all these are for, but it's pretty basic. This is for this one is for these vents. You can either have them to like be going like swiping motion, or if you want to like just one direction, the air to be blowing in one direction. My plan is to keep it on the seat, not taking it down from the seat, just leave it right there where it is. Okay, so this is the box that I had over here on my truck previously. It's like a side box for storing stuff, probably your chains, but I needed it to keep the generator that I purchased to provide electricity to my AC unit inside the truck. So I asked a friend of mine to modify it. So the same box, he cut a hole in the back. That's for ventilation. So the exhaust is actually throwing everything towards the back. Right here used to be a cover, like just like this. That's what it was in front of here. So he cut it from here all the way to the top, and then he left this little part in the front. That way the generator does not slide out. Okay, and then he cut this opening, which it is where I can pull the pulley for to start the generator. The lid already was with the box, but he installed this one right here, which as you see, the idea is to put a lock on it. And to make that work, he built this bracket, which we're gonna slide right here, and then we're gonna put a lock right here, a lock right here, and a lock over there, like that. And then the generator inside. And then I went to Harbor Freight and I bought this square pieces. I just got this one like in half pretty much to fit it in there. And that's what it's got a sticky, it's like a double-sided. Don't really need it, but since it has it, so I put the one right here, it's already stick on it, and the piece that I cut right here. And this is rubber, okay? So that's gonna create some kind of cushion between the metal and the generator. I'm gonna put the generator inside there, and I'm gonna strap it underneath so it's not shaking and bumping all over the place. Okay, so to put the oil in here, you remove 1, 2, 3 screws, and you take this lid off. Okay, and it's the only thing that holds the lid in place is this 3 hooks right here. Be careful not to break them because they are kind of weak. You remove that lid, and right here is the compartment where the oil goes. Okay, and if you ever need to service a spark plug and stuff like that, here's the spark plug right here. You remove this lid, and this is the air filter. Okay, right here's where you put the gas. So let's get the oil in there. This is what I'm using, 10W30, and when I first started filling it up, I had like 16.5 ounces right here, and we got 8 ounces left. So pretty much took about 8.5 ounces of oil. And as you can see right here, the oil is sitting right here, like halfway the thread over here. So once you see it coming out over there, that's where you want it. And let me show you the gauge right here, so you can see that once it's like halfway the thread, it's where it gets full. If you put more than that, you're gonna overfill it. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, it's right there at the full mark. Now let's put it together, and we're gonna get some fuel in there. Here we're putting the last screw. And that's it. Now we're gonna get the fuel on here. So we're gonna put some fuel, some gas on this thing. It takes about a gallon. I got about a 3/4 of a gallon here. Okay, so it's not completely full, only about 3/4 of a gallon that I had in that jug. Here are some instructions. It said you gotta open the vent on the cap right here. You gotta put it on the on position, and then you gotta turn off the economy switch, and then you're gonna put your lever to the start position, and then you're gonna pull into starts, wait out for the light, for the output light, and then after that you're gonna put your switch to the run position once it's already going. So here we're gonna move the vent to the on position right here, and then the switch for the economy, we're gonna turn it off, and we're gonna put this one on start. Okay, so that's all the procedure. Now we're gonna pull it right here until it starts. So it's going. Sounds very quiet. Okay. Now we'll switch it to the run position, and it's going. It's very, very quiet. I don't know how it sounds in the video, but I can. That's very, very quiet. Much quieter than an APU. And this is on the high speed. Let's put the economy switch on. All right, so now it's even quieter. All right, so that's it for this generator. Now we're gonna put it back in the box, secure it, and then we're gonna go and start the AC. All right, everybody. So here is how the generator looks at the end. As you can see, it does not move anywhere. I used one of these straps right here. I bought a set of straps. I had a bunch of them, but I don't know what I did with them. So here's 4 straps. So I grabbed one of them and I wrapped it around 3 times. It was long enough to do that. So yeah, I cannot see the fuel gauge over here, but it don't matter. I can move it a little bit, or it don't matter. So, and here's the bracket already in place with the 2 locks. The reason why I have 2 locks is because previously the idea was to use these bolts, one right here and one right there, and the same on this side. But then, you know, when I have to maintenance the generator, do oil changes and stuff like that, of if for any reason I need to remove it, these were kind of giving me a hard time to get them in and out. So I chose to, like, I even had to drill like bigger holes on this. It was kind of hard, but now I have easy access by just removing the lock here, like there. Okay, and the same way to get it on there. Okay, so now I don't have to worry about that. And then I come here and we put the final lock. So we have 3 locks. Now it does not go. This doesn't go anywhere. Okay, so right here, that's the cord from the AC. So I just put a zip tie there so it's not going all over. This is the extension cord, and I'm just gonna run this through the door. Okay, so the excess I can move it a little bit around in case I need to move the AC to the floor over there. So, and I have measured the length from here to the generator. Okay, so I'm gonna plug it in here. Let me see, 120 volts. Okay, and then we're gonna tuck it in. Okay, once it's there, as you see, you can't see the extension cord. Okay, so this is perfect, and then we're gonna close the door. Yeah, you can see it over there a little bit, but that's about it. Okay, now let's turn this generator off. So it rained a little bit today, got a little muddy, but there's no water in there at all. So All right, so let's turn this on right here. This is the air vent, and then I'm gonna put it on the start position and economy mode off. Okay, so let's pull. All right, one pull, it start. Put it on the run mode. That's it. Now we have power going to the AC. Let me put it on the eco mode. I want to see if the AC works like that, because I guess it has to be on the high. Okay, so I put it on the economy mode. I believe that needs to be on the high setting for it to work. I'm not sure yet, but I'm gonna try it like this. Okay, so this is the vent where the air is gonna go out, and we're gonna put this in the window. But in order to make it work, I had to custom build this part right here, and I use like this is plastic from the lid of a container, those plastic bins, and this is like some plastic glass sort of thing. This is what I was going to use at the beginning, but it broke because it's that you can't work with this too much. If you make a hole and then kind of bend it, it breaks. So what I did is, like, I use the good parts of it to make it fit, and it's more stable, and this one is kind of soft, so I used that one, combination of both materials. And the way it's gonna go is on the window. It's gonna go like this. It's gonna go right here. All right, as you see, it's right on there. And then we're gonna bring this window up. I'm still working on it. As you see, the window is coming up, and it's gonna go right underneath this thing right here, so it's gonna hold it in place. Okay, so like that, it's holding it in place. Now I have to pull this right here and put it on the AC. Okay, so now we got this one. It's already connected on here, and the air will be coming out here, and this is all covered. I still gotta find something to cover this part right here. For now, I'm gonna put like a shirt just to cover up the hole, but I'm gonna probably use another piece of this plastic and just put it right there. Probably that'll work fine, but for now, that's the way I have it. Let's turn this thing on, and I have it on the eco mode. We're gonna try it. I hope it works. See? All right, I don't know if you can hear it. That's the thing, because it's on low voltage, so kinda does that. Turns off and on. All right, now it's working again. I got these sleeves for my arm while I'm driving, you know, so the sun doesn't cook my arms. So look, That's how much wind is coming out of that thing. Okay. The only thing is that I want to see, this gets hot when it's pulling the air out. So right now it's not hot yet. I noticed that when I put it on the high speed on the generator, then it actually works better. So I'm gonna give it a try for now, and if that doesn't work, I'm gonna switch it to the high speed and see if that does it. So it looks like it doesn't want to work on the low speed, so I'm gonna have to put it on the high speed. Okay, so let's go see. It takes a minute for it to like kick on, but on the low speed, when it tries to kick on the freon, I guess, and it's trying to get it to cool more, it doesn't. It shuts off and then it comes back on. Okay, so I stopped the video, but then as soon as I stopped the video, you could hear like the system inside this thing like kicking on. So now the generator's working a little bit harder, using more energy, but it's actually starting to cool down. So that's what it was doing with the low voltage, I guess, on the low speed. When it tries to kick on the system, it's when it doesn't support it, so it has to be on the high speed. Probably this was getting hot yesterday because it was warmer in here. This time it's not that warm. So there you have it. That is my setup. We're gonna test it all this week. This is my very first night out since I installed it, and you know, in about a week after been using it, I might make an update video on this. But for now, I can tell you it's cooling down. Really cold, really cold. I'll let you know how these come out. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.